Welcome, Sagittarius, your vernal equinox 3-month forecast for the ascendant, the sun, or the moon. Each year, when the sun returns to the first zodiac sign of Aries, we have the new astrological year. But it also ushers in Cardinal Quadrant 1, a 13-week period of intense possibility because the sign of Aries is very much about initiation. And for you, because you share that fire triplicity, your passion, flair, and creativity have an enormous opportunity to shine. I'm going to share with you your unique event chart and provide an insight of what you can expect in terms of relationships, finance, energy, and work for these next 3 months. I'm astrologer Patrick Arundell. A very warm welcome. If you've yet to subscribe to the channel, please do so now. So on the screen, Sagittarius is your event chart. And there's the sun at that 0 degrees Aries. It's so symbolic. But this year, for the first time in 150 years, the dreamy, drifting Neptune is laying in wait. So that combination, that conjunction, is going to be very important over the next 3 months for sure. Saturn's not far away from the sun as well. Because of the arid, hot energy of Aries, which can be about making things happen quickly, Neptune can slow the sun down by bringing a greater atmospheric sensitivity. But equally, that can be a positive if you are someone who is a creative, a performer, a musician, an artist, or you just like having a good laugh. Neptune can bring some subtlety to the mix. But Neptune, of course, can be bewitching, but also confusing. And the fifth house can be about romance. But it can also be about our social situation, can be about having fun. And it can be, if we have them, about our children's activities too. But Saturn is also laying in wait, and Saturn is in its full in the sign of Aries. So the sun, in contrast, is exalted. So we've got a very strong sun, a watery, atmospherically heated Neptune, and we got that cold, rather rigid, inflexible Saturn. And therefore, that trio is going to be influential over the next 3 months. How do you make it work to your advantage? Well, let's just think about the big picture. First of all, let's think about your ruler, Jupiter. Jupiter's now direct. It's still in that eighth house. The eighth house can be about deep stuff, transformation, but shared finances. Jupiter can be about commerce, export, import, trade. And Mars, the ruler of Aries, may have been in the fourth house where it can be a bit grumpy and up and down, but is in a sensational link with Jupiter. So if there's something creative you want to achieve, as long as you're tuning into the instinctive emotional side of whatever you feel passionate about, do you know, you can still make progress despite the resistance of Saturn. Now, Mercury has been in its retrograde in Pisces for the last 3 weeks. It goes direct later today on the 20th. I think we'll all be pleased about that because Mercury in Pisces really isn't great. I know it's also detrimented in Sagittarius, but I think as a host, Pisces is more challenging. For sure, it can be great if you want to wax lyrical, poetry, write some lyrics. Much more challenging in terms of the details and communication. And for you, it's been in a sensitive area, the fourth house. So there may have been snags around something to do with family communications, your inner connection with yourself, maybe to do with getting things done at home. Not everything's run smoothly, but Mercury going direct is great too. Then we have the sun still in an excellent sextile to Uranus, which is really peaked over the last 3 or 4 days. And that suggests if you are wanting to do something around decluttering your space always important for Sagittarius people. I feel that the sun's link with Uranus can be great because Uranus is in the practical sixth house. So what about Pluto? Well, Pluto's bringing a real power to your expression and ideas and beliefs over the last couple of years. That's in a very strong link to the structural Saturn. So if you've got ideas that you're generating, that you're in tune with emotionally, and you want to share with people in a very enthusiastic way, which is very Aries-like, despite the resistance of Saturn and the dreaminess of Neptune, I feel you can. Also, Venus, the relator, and the moon are in a delightful combination in your fifth house, which is very, very good for if you want to socialize, perhaps even host people at home. You'll do so with generosity of spirit and affection. That's delicious. The path of fortune is also right at the top of your chart. If you're wanting to make progress professionally, that's rather encouraging. You can see it is in a opposition with Mars, but I think the key is it's in a brilliant link with Jupiter. So Jupiter in the eighth house can be about investments, can be also like inheritances and yields on any kind of financial instrument. And that link there between those two looks very encouraging for loot. But the fifth house is about pleasure. And of course, Saturn can be grisly. And so, as ever with Saturn, we have to work hard at whatever part of our chart it's in. So I would just suggest that if there are talents that you feel aren't quite getting the outlook, the recognition they deserve, it is about just more application and more perspiration. So to summarize, I think in terms of your energy, I think your emotional energy has been up and down recently because of Mars being in the fourth house. Mercury's retrograde. It's not the easiest place. Saturn had been there, of course, for 2 years. And you've probably got a lot more understanding of what you need now, whether it is to have moments of quiet and rest and some moments of solitude, because you are a freedom loving sign. But I think Mercury going direct, Mars forging that great link with Uranus is much better for your emotional well-being, and that can help your energy. Uranus continues in your sixth house, which suggests that you could feel a bit wired up. Um, you know, there could be some headaches. It may be difficult to switch off a little bit, but if you've got ideas, particularly on a home-based hobby, you can be very productive with them. As far as your love life is concerned, I think if there's someone who's not really right for you, there could be confusion with Neptune and limitation with Saturn. But also, we can look at it in completely the opposite way. If someone is really serious about you and you about them, the sensitivity of Neptune could actually be quite romantic and be great if you go and watch a film together for the first date, go and watch a band, do something that is a bit more shifting of the imagination. That could be rather nice. As far as your overall picture is concerned, work and wealth, very encouraging. Work from home, a lot more motivation. Sensitivities around home and family ease. Your love life looks promising if your creative output, if you're with someone that's really meaningful and there is that sincerity, I think that's looking encouraging too. It's been a pleasure being with you, Sagittarius. If you've yet to watch your a Pisces new moon video, please click on the screen for that. If you've yet to watch your Venus in Aries video, please look out for that. You can sign up for your free daily horoscope by clicking on the link below. I've written them for years. It gives you an opportunity. You don't have to watch it for your read it for your sun only. It could be your ascendant, partner, friend, someone you used to go out with. But it does give us a chance to have that celestial pit stop, a moment of reflection each morning. Please see the link below for that. If you'd like to work with me directly, please see the link below to view my testimonials. If you order a personal horoscope, the life roadmap reports give us a great understanding of life patterns. The forecast gives us the opportunity to time our moves. They're very accurate, unique for each person, brilliant value. 50% off if you apply Astro 26 on the Natal, Draco 26 on the Draconic if you're more interested in the soul or karmic version. Thank you so much. All the best for the next 3 months, Sagittarius.